Greetings, fellow wandering spirits of the world, and welcome to our temple of creativity. Now, if we could all join hands.
I'm sorry, is the Society for Students Who Took a Gap Year, right?
Yeah, this is the space for people who have left the regimented world of structured education and taken the journey into their own souls. This is the Gap Year Poets Society.
Wait, poetry? I didn't realise we had to prepare any poetry.
Anyway, my name's Sebastian, and I started this society after I came back from my trip to Africa, and the one thing I found most difficult to readjust to was the materialism of the Western world, you know. And the people in Uganda, they have like so little. They're just so happy and contented in life. And apart from like, well, the lack of water and AIDS and shit, but I thought I'd set up this support group for people like me, so that we could like share our thoughts and feelings and know that there are people with like the same experiences as us.
So inspiring.
Anyway, as this is a creative space, we wouldn't want anyone's heart's verse to go unnoticed. There is one rule. The only person allowed to speak at any one time is the one holding the shiny potato show.
Interesting idea. Why potato?
Well, I just feel like potatoes are the ultimate symbol of sharing, you know? Like the way they're harvested by one for the many and brewed in big enough batches to feed the proverbial 5,000.
Why the ribbon?
Well, I'm just really fucking high. It's really shiny. Anyway, who was the first time with the shiny potato show?
I will happily do the honours. So, I'm Hannibal. I study earth sciences.
Sorry, can I just ask about the hat?
You mean my Tibetan cheetah band?
I suppose so.
It was gifted to me by some Tibetan monks after I rid their village of some bad spirits. It's the weirdest thing, actually. I thought I'd lost it the other day, but then I was feng shui my room, and just as I was adding a mobile of sharp knives, you know, for a sharp mind, they shone some light underneath my bed, and this was there. It's designed to receive energy from the lakes and mountains and keep the chi running harmoniously through you.
Cool.
It is. So anyway, I wrote a memory piece of verse that I wrote while I was on my gap year that I feel really defines me as a person. I was in Uruguay, helping these peasant women, you know, grinding maize and shit. And, yeah, so there was this one woman who was being carried through the town. I didn't speak any Uruguayan, but through, you know, happy faces and inchindora, we communicated just fine. And this woman was being carried through the town. She had like dengue fever or some shit like that. And I turned to the woman next to me and thought, that's awful. And I looked at her and I said, God, that's awful. And she looked at me. And we shared this eye contact, this moment. And it was as if she was saying, it's okay. It's all just part of the cyclical nature of life. And it inspired me to write this poem. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and hope, through faith and love, till we find our place.
That's The Lion King.
Excuse me?
The Disney film? You've literally just taken the lyrics from that.
I don't watch corporate animation movies, but if that's the sort of thing you're into and understand why you might not understand and appreciate my poetry. Anyway, I don't think Disney film? I don't think that would be a beautiful Zulu peace chant that I had in the end, which goes thus.
Oh my god.
Hannah, this is a creative space. We'd rather you didn't harsh someone in the middle of that mellow.
No, you know what? I don't think I'd like to stay when my work isn't actually appreciated.
Dude, Read my aura. Of course your work is appreciated.
No, it's too late. My chi is all off balance now. I need to get away from the negativity coming from over here.
Now, obviously, this is a creative space and you're entitled to your opinions, but we'd rather you're more constructive with your criticism. And, I mean, you don't have to agree with me, but I mean, accusing Hannibal of plagiarism and dashing all his hopes and dreams, it's pretty much a dick move. So, it's okay, it's okay. Look. There. Now all the negative energy is gone and we can carry on with our day. Who would like the next term of the Shiny Potato sharing?
I will. Hi, I'm Pandora. My gap year was spent in Africa.
Oh, fellow spirit.
I originally went to complete my Duke of Edinburgh award, for like extracurricular. So yeah, I went to Tanzania to help the orphans. I think they're orphans? Oh, I don't know, just general orphans, So we were rebuilding the school type thing during the days. It got damaged by that tsunami or earthquake or whatever happened out there recently. But then, in the evenings, we found this local guy who brewed moonshine on his balcony. Such a laugh! We got rat-ass every night. The worst hangovers I've ever had.
So did you even get the school built if you were so hungover?
No, we only got a wall done in the end. It was too much effort to the rest. I'll tell you what though, that wall really made a difference. They put up their drawings on it and used it to shelter from sandstorms. I felt like giving them something really important. And some of them had really tragic backgrounds, so that's what this poem's about. It's called Haiku for Malaria. Small, death, black, death, fever, death, pain, death, poison, death, death, death. It's not even a haiku.
I'm so glad that you had the bravery to share your experience with us.
Yeah, although it's not just my experience. It's everyone who saw the Channel 4 documentary about malaria.
Wait, you wrote that based off a documentary?
Well, yeah. I mean, I needed to actually see what people with malaria looked like.
So you've never actually seen anyone in real life who has malaria?
God, no. I didn't want to get disease on me. I did send them some pasties, though.
Pasties?
Yeah, my dad, owns all the pasties in England. So I expect that helped me quite a lot.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, I think it's safe to say we've had some interesting thoughts shared so far.
Yeah, you could say that.
We'll now be taking a short break to strengthen the bonds already established between us. Lotus tea and brownies will be served in the corner.
I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name's Hannah. Hi, my name's Acorn. Acorn? Yes? Is that your real name? You mean, is it the name imposed upon me at birth whilst I had no free will to have a say in a noun that would define me for the rest of my life? No.
So why did you change it?
I just realised that I'm not me,
What?
I'm not just me now. I'm me, the child taking her first steps, and me, the old lady, staring into the next life. I'm all forms of me, even the ones that have been, and again to come. So I decided I needed a name that reflected that growth.
And you decided on Acorn.
Because it is forever growing.
Right. You do know there are loads of things that are always growing. Things with more normal names.
I don't follow you.
Well, I don't know, you could have called yourself Holly or Willow or something. More normal.
Child.
Same age as you.
Child, normal is the sociological construct. The universe told me my name was Acorn. And who am I to defy the universe?
Yeah, you can't defy the universe. Oh boy. Are you okay?
Yeah, my body's just telling me that some fluids are moving, which is causing some slight pressure around my cranium.
You've got a headache then.
Yeah.
Do you want some paracetamol? I've got some.
Oh, no, I never take painkillers. The companies that sell those are just trying to keep us complacent by making us dependent upon them. I only take natural remedies.
Oh, hey, Lucas. Sebastian, hey. I really don't feel comfortable, like, getting up there.
Listen, what you need to do is find your inspiration. Like, I tend to find that the music I love, and just let that flow through me, like creatively stimulate me. Like, my favourite song is that one, Who let the dogs out? Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just a beautiful song. And, I like to think, what is that song asking me? Like, who did let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Yeah?
Cool. Thanks.
Anytime.
I couldn't help overhearing.
Oh, couldn't you?
And it's okay if you like want to take inspiration from me and my story. Wow. Well, yeah, your poem, it was quite something. It was a really important experience in my life. I wanted to keep part of it with me, so I got this tattoo.
Lovely.
Is it a goat's head? It's a Japanese symbol. I wanted the one for peace.
I thought you were in Tanzania.
I was.
So why have you got a Japanese symbol? Your family Japanese or something?
No, it just looked nicer than the weird African writing, which was the alternative.
So why peace?
But why wouldn't it be peace? I mean, don't you care about peace?
Yeah, obviously.
Exactly. Although, I looked it up on Google Translate when I got home, and it turns out the symbol for peace is actually a little bit different. This actually means, noodles.
Wait. You have a tattoo on you that means noodles.
Yeah. In a way, though, it is still meaningful. Like, noodles represent having sustenance, and having sustenance obviously is like replenishing the body, and the idea of replenishment can relate to society in a post-war era. So, really, the tattoo still means peace, except it
Also means noodles.
yeah, but really, it's about peace.
And noodles.
Alright, gang, we can all go back to the friendship bar and take another bit if you wish. We're now going to hear from our sister Acorn.
This is actually an extract from a book I wrote whilst I was on the yoga break to the foothills of the Himalayas.
Here we go.
Where we stayed had no television, no electricity, nothing. And I really found that once you switch that stuff off, you switch on. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously the triple dose of ket didn't hurt.
Wait, ket? As in ketamine?
I think we all know what she means.
You didn't take paracetamol earlier.
Paracetamol fucks with your head.
Oh, and I suppose ketamine is now a natural remedy.
No, it's just fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Anyway, whilst I was there, I kept a sort of diary of my spiritual journey, which I'm now publishing as a sort of semi-autobiographical self-help book. It's about the political philosophies I picked up along the way. It's going to be really big. I mean, it'll probably like change the world and end all wars and poverty and shit.
Right.
Anyway, this is just an extract from it. I've handed out tissues just in case it gets too much. Also, I take interpretive dance, so I've added in a few moves just for extra impact, so watch out for that. In these long months, I've taken 2 journeys. One into the glowing lines of the horizon, one into the depths of my own mind. The first unlocks the secrets of the world, but the second unlocks the secrets of my soul. I saw the flame ignite. I rose like the phoenix. This is a new day. This is rebirth. Namaste.
That made absolutely no sense at all. Well, I thought it was beautiful and really meaningful.
I feel like I just saw into your soul.
Thank you. If you want to read more, I have a poetry blog. My username is the ink on my heart leaves teardrops on the page.
You should just stick to taking care.
And what if people had just told Martin Luther King to stick to baptism or Hitler to stick to painting?
That would have been a good thing.
Hey guys, I did some spirit walking, I got back to my happy place, and I just want to say, Hannah, I forgive you.
Thanks. Sorry, what for?
For tarring my poem with the same brush as a thinly veiled Hamlet plagiarism, and for making me raise my voice. You are forgiven.
Great.
I can feel your auras knitting back together again.
Does anyone mind if I bring my bongos and play a little bit? The music really helps me keep my chi in balance. If I'd had them earlier, I might have been able to deal with more dexterity to the explosion of negativity.
A bit of an overstatement.
Of course no one minds. After all, as our man Marx said, music is the opium of the people.
No.
Anyway, you've arrived just in time, because maybe you can give Hannah the same constructive criticism she gave your work.
Look, I really don't think I'm ready to...
If it makes you feel better, we can wait till after our miscellaneous discussion.
Oh, what?
It's part of the evening where anyone in the group can either show or tell anything they so wish. Knowing it is within a safe space, a circle of trust, if you will. We'll all join hands again. Who would like to go first?
I've actually got a confession. It's something I generally like to keep on the lowdown, but seeing as this is a circle of trust, I think I can confide in you guys.
I'm honoured, please.
Well, as I said, I don't really like to shout about it, but actually, I'm really rich.
Congratulations.
No, seriously, I'm loaded. Imagine how much money you'll probably make in your entire life, then triple it. That's how much money I have right now. Good for you. I'm glad I could get that off my chest.
Well, thank you for sharing with us, Pandora. Anyone else? Well, actually, I've got something for myself which I thought you might rather enjoy. As you may know, I'm a design student, and this semester we've been doing a project based on self, and I came up with something. I worked really hard, and I dug deep into my inner psyche, so enjoy.
Seriously, I'm the only one who's wondering why you made a giraffe headdress.
This is a self-project, Hannah. As you all know, the giraffe is my spirit animal.
Why the giraffe?
Why a spirit animal?
Well, I just feel like giraffes have this heightened vision of the world. The eyelashes which they have keep the dirt out of their eyes. It translates to the way that nature shields our vision from all ill. Not to mention the grace and poise of which they move.
Spiritually feel that? Yeah.
your spirit animal would be. Like, I'm feeling something small. Not too showy about itself. Maybe something like a slug.
A slug is my spirit animal.
I'm totally feeling the sluggy vibes.
Now with that information about yourself, arise. Give us a taste of the verses upon your heart. Come on, I'm on the slug.
Okay, well, I spent my gap year in India, so I guess I could talk about the festival of light, 1,000 tiny flames flicker in the dust.
I'm going to stop you there. Your attempt at verse is not holding the collective attention of the group.
Yeah, it was kind of shit. Excuse me?
You know what? I'm not actually getting any creative vibes from you at all. Wait, you're a Capricorn.
What?
See, because I'm a Sagittarius, which means I need freedom and creativity in my life, the way others need to breathe, you know what I'm saying?
Not really.
And whereas a Capricorn, you're more geared towards being cautious and reserved and generally, you know, kind of dull.
Did you know that star sign stuff is bollocks?
See, that's the Capricorn talking.
I'm a Libra.
I'm not getting that vibe from you at all. Maybe you have a moon rising in Capricorn.
Hey, do you know what? This is bollocks. So what, you actually think you're better than everybody else because you've been to a country outside of Europe?
Because you've volunteered for something.
I mean, half of you don't even know why you were volunteering. Like you. You said you're in Africa? Do you have any idea what's going on in the CAR right now?
Oh. Well, the Nazis got into power, they invaded France, and then they got driven out by the plague.
Do you know, I'm not even going to get onto that. So what? You actually think you're doing any good by taking half of your parents' money and a backpack and then fucking off to what? Get high in a different hemisphere? I mean, have any of you actually done any good for the world since then? Or have you just sat around playing your bongo drums and making ridiculous... Why don't you do something actually useful? Like join a charity or get a job and donate to something? Or is that too selling out of the system for you? You think it's just better to float around in these clothes that actually make you look homeless? Even though everyone knows you've got like 3 fucking houses. Talking about peace and how you're going to save the world and how all the peasants around you are like dead inside. Newsflash! You are no better than anyone else because you own a second-hand guitar and a bong! So why don't you take a shiny potato of inspiration,
Sharing.
superiority complex, and fuck off to Burning Man Festival or somewhere where people will actually give a shit!
A temper! Maybe the moon rising in Scorpio. Shall we meditate?